Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Taking in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game, These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And some room to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30. 10. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard. Gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 13-yard line. Yellow.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Jackson finding his tight end, Andrews, for the Ravens' first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Mahomes going to run again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City, taken from about the 12.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And some room to maneuver.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Another run here with Dobbins. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And on 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the two. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got some space here.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Mahomes to throw once more. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dobbins running out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. Room here to run. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
A well-scripted touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Mahomes will throw for it.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37.
First and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Dobbins. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, 43, attack. Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
momentum's going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Here's Dobbins. 164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jackson.
He takes it across for the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
Final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding hard right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Mahomes.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes will throw. Oh, that's going to be a call.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
By Marlon Humphrey.
Weak ass game. Fuck. Yeah.
But rewards always outweigh the negatives.
Set to kick off. There's the approach. Kick. Ball in the air. Kick taken. 1 yard deep in the end zone. Being brought out. Out across the 15. Turns it upfield. Hit at the 20.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the...
And off late, after their first 3 or 4 drives, showing outstanding performance. Another penalty on the Blue Tigers. And back to the 45.
We will start here at the 25.
Team in general, they can't seem to help themselves enough, and it's led them to this first half deficit. And you just love to see them try to.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On second down, here's the option.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewall for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 34 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be knocked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is
Let's go! Let's go!
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. With a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing is Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
A final shot before half for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half.
prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action now. Jackson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 44 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Murray now. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Play action. Now it's Murray. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cards have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's a win here for the Cardinals, and the guy who led the way was the man behind center, Charles. That's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football, wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game, and his leadership, it really showed through in this one.